Is it a mouse?
It's not. Yeah, it's.
All right, do you want to play?
All right, 1, 2, 3.
On play.
There we go. All right, welcome to fucking. What? Yeah, hold on.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Hold on a minute, James.
Jeez.
Get Nancy. Welcome to it's green and it's blue and purple and things are neon.
amazing.
Bowl of
Introduce
dude
Dude Soup.
Dude, I just did. You guys are fucking man. No. Well,
Girl's dead. Restart.
what happened?
He's dead.
How'd you lose your girlfriend?
I miss her.
What'd you do? Girl lifetime, 3 seconds.
Oh, you gotta
getting
go the
weird.
other way.
Oh, we got to stay in this lane?
You gotta
gotta
stay
keep
in
drifting?
the speed.
What's
Keep
going
the
on?
speed.
What
you have
is
a bar
happening?
there. Your bar is going up.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We should. It's a podcast.
It's a
We
podcast.
should talk about things.
podcast.
What are
We're
we
making
playing?
Adam play out drive, and
Yeah.
he keeps killing his
You're
girlfriend.
gonna
Do you have to
lose.
drift more?
There's a bar on
what the
on
shit?
the bottom.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
I don't know. Maybe you have to maintain a certain speed.
This podcast is brought to you by a couple of fine sponsors. First is Lenovo with their Game State program. Second is KitKat, the candy bar.
I love KitKats.
Yeah, you do. Well, we'll hear more from both of them later. Adam keeps killing his girlfriend for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they told you what to do there.
they-
Just focus
Do
on
the thing, do the
Don't worry
thing.
about it.
We'll figure it out.
So first off, we had a lovely time over the weekend. Adam had a nice little birthday,
I did.
Happy birthday.
and as we all know,
Most
Adam-
of you were there except for Joel.
Yeah, Joel, what's that all about?
Joel, where were you?
He told me.
He's gone.
Was it
He-
important?
Was he in wine country
He said
again?
he's like I had some friends in town and they're never in town. He's like they never go out
Sure.
and I wanted to hang out with them instead. And I said
Great.
that's fine.
All right.
How many times a year do you have a birthday, Adam?
At least once.
Interesting.
So I thought, do you need to hit a button or
I'm
something?
hitting up. I don't know. The meter just drops for no reason.
Why don't you use the keyboard?
Yeah, you should probably use the keyboard.
You always die after 10 seconds.
What
It's
was
weird.
Yeah,
the?
because the bar. That's how long it takes the
You
bar.
need to
go.
read the instructions.
There were no instructions.
Yeah, there weren't. So I thought in the past we've had a great deal of success on this podcast where Adam talks about sad things that happened to him.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Yeah.
why not do that again?
Sure.
I'm assuming. Correct
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong here, but I'm assuming there is at one point Adam has had a tragic and comically sad birthday.
Not comically. I don't know. Like, so what I don't like. Oh, space button.
It said
drift.
something.
Something about
Yeah.
space button to drift. Dear game developers, your game's not good.
Yeah,
It's called an indie game. They don't tell you how to play. That's what's
I
fun.
guess.
you gotta figure it out. Yeah, video games. Woo! The fuck?
This is dumb.
Oh boy. Please.
All right, we're switching games.
Yep.
Cool. Good pick.
You were happy for about
my problem growing up as a kid was
play My Name Is Mayo.
Okay.
Right above there.
So my problem as a kid is, and this is just me in general, I don't like when people focus on me. So like when I have a birthday, I was fine with you guys being there, like
You have to
like a
resync
small
again.
group.
Go up to the pause.
But even
Go
then,
up to the pause. Go up to the pause there. Oh, yep, you're just clicking everything. Oh, what are you doing, dude? We gotta sync. Stop it. Stop!
It's Adam's birthday. He can do what he wants.
Damn it! Wait.
that game sucked. It would just be clicking.
Damn.
This is a bad podcast. Sorry.
Thanks, Adam.
No, I've never
is a
really,
bad
I've never had a.
podcast.
Get up.
Basically, I
I
had
knew
one
these
time.
games were bad news.
Yeah.
Here, Lawrence will be the controller.
Well, I'll figure out something.
Ah,
Let me-
Jesus.
Well, don't ask a question if you don't want me to tell the story. Let's play Pony Island.
All right, fine.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. Podcast number 2 or
This
3 or
podcast
4.
is bad.
Play Pony Island.
I'd rather not.
I want to hear it.
We can't hear anything because they're focused on the game, even
Yeah.
though no one cares.
All right.
The game isn't supposed to matter.
It's always a problem, yeah. Oh, no, I was just saying, I don't remember which birthday it was, but I do remember one time a lot of people coming over me, just going in my room and crying.
Oh wait.
Because there were so many people
There's
there.
just too many
But
people
they
there.
loved you.
I
They
don't
were there
like-
because they loved you.
So I don't like people focusing in on me. I just don't like that. Like, I like to just be part of the group and being like hanging out. When everyone goes, you, dance! And I'm just like, fuck. I hate that. I really do hate that.
but they said happy birthday. To
Yeah,
you.
and they
They
went, happy
did.
birthday, enjoy these gifts.
And they stare at you when you open them,
Well,
and you have to
so,
pretend to be
like,
happy.
this is
even though
this-
you're really sad inside.
Okay, so here's another
Adam Kovic.
This is my problem. You could hand me $100,000 right now, like cash, and go, here you go, and I would go,
I'm not gonna do that.
I go, this is the example.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Most people would go, holy shit, oh
Yeah,
my god,
yeah,
wow. I would look at it and go, okay, let's think about this. What's going on? Like, I would process what's going on,
Oh, okay.
and inside I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, oh my god, this is the craziest thing in the world. But on the outside, I'm just like, I just don't express or do not articulate how I'm feeling on the inside. So people usually take that as like, why are you so miserable? What's wrong with you?
Look on your shoulder.
This is
Whoa, huh?
This is the
only
perfect.
$10.
I was gonna say this is the perfect example of the sorrow of our
that
lives.
back.
Adam cites an example where $100 is mentioned. but the-
$100,000.
Was it $100,000?
Yeah,
I said 100,000.
Okay, $100,000, even better. But the best Lawrence could get out of his wallet was a 10.
We're not rich, and I'm actually really lucky that I have paper money on me.
Otherwise, how would I wipe my ass?
Play that. I already installed it. Play it. Damn it.
Which one are we playing?
Ugh.
Doesn't put Midnight Club too.
Yeah. Fine. Do that.
Is there any other 80? Oh, let's play Hotline Miami.
Sure. Do something, please.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be a distraction.
Hotline Miami 2.
Yeah, I've never played it.
All right.
Very difficult.
Are you so really? There's no specific instance in which you really wanted to.
I'm trying to
Hot
think
Wheels
of a really
cars?
bad birthday that I've had.
Yeah, I've had a
I-
bad birthday.
Oh,
let's hear
James
about
had
it.
a bad birthday.
So there was a place in Charlotte, North Carolina called Celebration Station. It had go-karts
That
and like
sounds
ball pits
awesome.
and stuff. Arcade. It generally is really awesome. But on this particular birthday, and I don't know how this happened. I'm still baffled by it as a child, but or as an adult. But as a child, I was baffled, and I'm still baffled now. But they had a huge ball pit, like it's a 2-story thing that you could climb around in tubes. There's a thing where you could grab and then slide down a rope.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
Right?
You bet.
Cool.
And so I had a bunch of people meet me there for my birthday. And when we arrived, the staff informed me that I was too old to go inside.
How old were you?
I was like 12 or something.
Too old?
And the cutoff was 11 years. I had my birthday
Oh,
had
I'd put
granted
you
me the ability
over the
to
top.
not access this entire section of it.
See, yours
and
is
I was baffled
ironic.
by it. And there's a point where all my friends were. I heard
Oh,
them
no.
laughing and screaming in there, and I was sitting at the entrance. And someone poked their head out and said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "They said I was too old to go in." And then they went, "Oh, that stinks," and they went back in. Down the zip line and everything. I don't understand how that happens. That like
First of all, how did they know that you were 12 years old?
because my parents had booked the birthday there. They had
they
reserved
said
a
he's
birthday.
turning 12?
I guess they probably were like, it's this person's whatever's birthday.
You could have just lied.
If I had known that was gonna happen, I probably would have lied.
Oh, man.
Okay, couple more questions about how this all played out.
Yeah.
So whoever, I'm assuming your parents, whoever set this up, called Celebration Station. Like, we got a birthday coming up. Oh yeah? Yeah, 12 years old. Okay, no problem. Bring him over. He'll have a great time.
Yeah, and then they...
Maybe, yeah.
And he shows up. How old are you? 12. Oh right. Yeah, you can't do shit.
You're not allowed to be here.
I mean, my
we'll take
guess.
your $50, but you sit there.
If
You
I had
sit
to
there.
guess, I would say it has more to do with the fact that whoever books these things doesn't care, and then the preteen, whatever dude who is there and is supposed to care, like
Stomp
the
them.
dude. Yeah, you have to stomp them.
What's the button to stomp?
Oh boy.
I don't actually know either.
I only know
You should be
keyboard.
using a mouse and keyboard anyway. Anyway, the dude who was there, the pimply teen, was like, "You can't go in there," like, because that's his job to maintain that.
Also, what kind of sad fucker tells a kid
There you
you
go.
can't do something on their birthday?
Yeah, seriously, on their birthday.
What's
Probably the same sad fucker that works at Celebration Station.
Yeah.
Celebration Station is gonna get so much hate now.
It's gone.
Fuck 'em.
It's
Oh,
gone.
it's long gone?
Yeah.
Well, no
I'm pretty
fucking
sure.
shit.
Whatever it is, it's not called Celebration Station anymore. It's under new management.
Too many children got molested.
I've had a lot of bad birthdays, but I think I've struck them out of my brain.
Yeah?
Because I remember one in particular that was really bad, but I'm trying to remember
There you
of
go.
other really bad birthdays. There was one when I was like, I want to say like 10, probably like 11 years old. And I woke up to my friend literally walking into my room. He's one of my best friends, and he arrived. And I was really happy because I said, "Hey, it's my best friend!"
Yeah, boy, it's
it was
my
like
buddy.
8:30 in the morning. It's my birthday, and I was really excited. And like I had the day off. Obviously, it was like Saturday or something like that.
We're gonna have a great time.
And I was like, "Yeah, let's go outside and play." So we ran outside and played in our little front yard. And our front yard had, I don't know if you've ever kind of, there's some weird houses are where like it has this really tall wall, and then a yard. So there was like grass, wall all the way down to the sidewalk. And the wall, I want to say, was like, it was probably like a 4-foot drop.
Okay.
And we were running around playing, and I was obviously like all hopped up on whatever energy I had when I was 11 years old.
Birthday energy, man.
Yeah, birthday energy.
Fucking crazy.
And we were playing, and this is not a joke. 15 minutes after my friend arrived, we were playing around. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something fucking dumb, and I fell off that wall head first, and I slammed my head into the sidewalk, got up and started crying right away, even though I was like 10 years old.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure I got a minor concussion because the rest of the day I was like super foggy and like my parents wouldn't let me fall asleep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was my birthday was totally ruined.
Yeah.
The whole birthday was ruined.
That sucks.
Within the first half an hour of the day.
That's a good 15 minutes though.
It is better than the scenario I thought you were going to say, which is that you're in bed, your friend comes in, he's like, hey, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. He has a knife in his back. And he dies. He falls on you dead.
That would have been way cool.
Ah!
That would have been way cool. I would have solved the mystery that day. That would have been a great birthday.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Don't forget about it, Steve. I'll get to the bottom of this. And then you run and you fall off the wall.
Steve, I'm sorry. I got a real big bump on my
Let
head.
you down, Steve.
I'm gonna go lay down.
But not
Don't
sleep.
sleep.
No, I'm not gonna go to sleep.
I promise.
Lawrence, what about you?
Watching shitty daytime television.
What was your bad
Oh, of course. Yeah, I think I might have told this on the podcast already.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you again. That's okay.
This is the the what's it called? The dragon statues?
No, that wasn't a birthday.
That
Oh,
was
That was just me
a
flying
house
across
party,
the
right?
country to
That
go
was
see
that
my
was like
friends.
the first podcast ever. The
Yeah.
dragon statue story was my
I'm-
favorite.
Fucking do somebody else's dishes. What shit is that?
I agree. I still think Lawrence is in the right. Bullshit.
Hey, everybody, come over. By the way, I need you to help me unpack. By the way, I've got dishes. By the way, I need you to cook.
By the way, what's your name again?
Yeah. Jesus
I
Christ.
love how Lawrence got upset about it.
I didn't get upset about it. I was just like, I just couldn't believe what was going on. The problem was, like, I didn't get upset about it. The problem
You
was
said
my.
you left at one point. and
No, I
walked
had to
around.
leave. My friend confronted me and was like, "Hey."
This wasn't a
He
birthday.
was asked to leave.
All right, so essentially I was. So okay, not a birthday, but what happened was so I went over there, I did their fucking dishes. And then I was like, I was like jet lagged and tired, and I was like, I don't feel like doing this person's house chores all day. I just came over to chill with my friends. So I was
Where
like,
were your friends at the time?
Jimmy John's.
one was there, and I went with her early because I was like, oh, we're gonna go set up for the party, and I was like, cool, that makes sense to me. Set out some snacks, get some drinks ready. To me, that's party setup. Party
Lawrence-
setup is
Lawrence
not.
had different expectations than what actually happened.
Yeah.
Well, party setup is not helping someone unpack and doing all their house chores. That's what you do as a host.
Depends on how early you got to the party, but yeah, I know,
like-
I know what you're saying.
Like 3 hours, maybe.
Oh wow, that's really early.
I guess, but I didn't have a car, so I was just like, I was with my friend, and
Yeah,
she was
you
like, hey, we're
just
gonna
Either
go
now
over
or
here.
never.
So I went over. They were like,
to the controller, by the way.
Why are you playing
Yeah,
with a
use
controller?
a mouse and keyboard.
I played it on a PS Vita and I enjoyed it.
Anyways, go ahead.
Good comeback.
so
that
there was a new house, so it was kind of like a housewarming party, except it was a trick. It was a you're gonna help us unpack party, because I walked in and there were boxes everywhere. I was like,
They just moved. Is that what
yeah.
happened?
Or rather, apparently they'd moved a month ago and just hadn't unpacked. They just didn't want to.
They're like, we gotta wait for this Lawrence guy.
yeah, we gotta-
He's really good at unpacking.
I was incidental to the whole thing, but it was not communicated to me that it was a slave labor party.
Jeez.
Lawrence knows what it feels like to be
yeah.
a slave.
I love Lawrence.
I can
blowing
say these
this all
things
out of
because-
proportion.
Listen. At the time, I was very gracious. I did their fucking dishes, like I said, and then I was like, "Oh, this is how this is gonna go." Okay, fine. I was like, I was hungry too because I hadn't eaten yet, and it was like midday. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a walk, go get some lunch, and so I did. I took a long walk because it's Texas and everything is 15 miles apart. I wound up at a Starbucks, got some coffee and like a pastry or whatever, and then I found out I was
to Jimmy John's.
yeah, that's right. It was a Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Shit.
You remember the story better than he does.
The Jimmy John's is inconsequential, even though I like Jimmy John's. I ended up walking to another friend's house and just chilling out there, watching Supernatural, talking, catching up. It
Boy.
was a good show.
Damn, you gotta use a mouse and keyboard, dog.
One of the brothers got addicted to demon blood, like it was a drug. Good episode. Anyway, so we go to the party again. They're still like unpacking, and it's just weird because it's quiet and everybody's working and not partying.
Well, the party hadn't started yet.
No, the party had started.
Ooh.
The party had definitely started according to the time that the party was meant to start. So one of the ostensibly party started. I'm chilling with my friends. We're talking, drinking a little bit, and one of the hostess is still going around like hanging up pictures. She's like banging on the wall while like party times are supposed to go on. Whatever, it's her house, no big deal. But then like I subtly try to get away from her because I know she's gonna ask me to do shit, and then I get trapped in a room and she starts banging on the wall and she's like, "Hey, can you help me hold this?" And I was like, "I really don't want to." I was just honest. I was like, This is not what I'm here
What
for.
did you say? I
We're
really
out of
don't
ammo,
want to.
Adam.
Oh, good call.
And then she kind of like walked off in a huff, and then disappeared for a little bit, and then one of my friends took me aside and was like, "Hey, you really upset her,"
Uh-oh.
and it's like she wants you to apologize. And I was like, "Wait, she wants me to apologize for inviting me over, and me doing her dishes,
Well, I mean,
and me saying I didn't want to help her do her house chores because I flew here?"
she may not have invited you. Someone else may have invited you.
Doesn't matter.
Through her.
Well, it does matter because her perspective is that there's something else entirely going on there.
Well, then she can talk to me.
That's true.
And we can sort it out. She
Lo-
doesn't have to send her friend in like a hitman.
Lawrence is
and then
correct.
demand that I apologize for doing her work for her.
I agree. Listen, I'm on your side. I love Jimmy John.
So I was like, fuck that. I'm not apologizing to her. I don't give a shit about her or her house. I'm leaving. Also, she had a lot of dragon statues. Anyway.
That wasn't even the bad birthday. Tell the bad birthday story.
I was gonna
No.
say, what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. It was just a bad day. The bad birthday was... it was when I was 7 years old. And I remember that because 7's supposed to be lucky. And I swear I've told this before, but maybe not. I was really looking forward to it because I really wanted a Stretch Armstrong man. But my parents either couldn't or didn't want to buy a Stretch Armstrong man. So instead they bought a knockoff Stretch Armstrong man from like an outlet store. It was like TJ Maxx quality, but it wasn't even a TJ Maxx. Like it was a little less than that. So I was really excited to get that. I already knew that like I was going to get it because I saw them buy it. I just had to...
Stretch Armstrong, man.
Yeah, Stretch Armstrong man.
Okay.
So I was at school. It was a shitty day at school, like every day was. Didn't have a good time at school, really. But I was like, no worries. It's my birthday. Gonna go get my Stretch Armstrong. So I had, like, my mom was a teacher at the time. So typically I would go to her classroom and just wait for her to finish up her post-school work, grade some stuff, make her lesson plan for the next day, that sort of thing. So typically I just sit there and watch, like, really, really fuzzy television because she had a TV in her room but didn't have an antenna. So I just kind of, like, squint at it and just barely make out an episode of Power Rangers. So we were driving, like, we go out to the car and the car doesn't start. I'm like, it's tricksy. So we sit there in the parking lot for about an hour. My grandfather comes over and helps my mom tow the car back home. Except in the process of doing that, one of the taillights gets busted in the car because my grandfather, like, rigged up this, or I guess a headlight. Rigged up this, like, rope system to pull the car. You know, it's small town Texas. You do what you gotta do. So the car got home okay, except my dad was furious that one of the headlights got busted out. So, you know, there was like cake and like a present down there, except I was hiding in my room hearing my dad yell at my mom over the busted tail or the busted headlight.
Yeah.
Just kind of waiting for it to blow over, because that happened a lot back then. So eventually it does quiet down, and you know, my dad just kind of storms off. My mom's just kind of like, "Hey, it's your birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." So I open the present, and the knockoff Stretch Armstrong. Huh?
It's a new taillight?
Yeah, got you a new taillight. Thanks, Mom. Actually, that would have been more functional and better than what happened.
Oh, boy.
I opened the knockoff Stretch Armstrong, and it was defective. Like, yeah. So Stretch Armstrongs, it's just like industrial putty or something that's just like stretchy and comes back.
There's like sand inside of it or something.
No, that's Vacman.
Yeah, Vacman's much better, by the way. Much better toy. Not that I'm saying that you would have gotten that had you requested it, but Vacman's much better than the Stretch Armstrong.
But essentially, like the Stretch Armstrong skin ripped, so the box was just full of shit putty.
Oh, man.
That I probably shouldn't have touched with my hands. But I was like, at that point I was alone and was like in my room while like my mom was kind of trying to keep it together in some room, and my dad was off being an asshole somewhere. So I remember just kind of staring at my shitty Stretch Armstrong and like kind of pulling out some of the material and then letting it sink back into the box.
Oh.
And then being like, well, okay. And I told my mom, she's like, well, return it. And I did, and I didn't get anything else.
Oh.
So,
Wait, they just returned it?
yeah.
Okay.
Was the inside of it blue?
No, it was like orange. It was like dark amber.
So I had a Stretch Armstrong. My experience with Stretch Armstrong wasn't bad like yours was, but I had a Stretch Armstrong, and it worked fine for a really long time, and I enjoyed it. The Vacman is better.
Vacman.
James had the perfect childhood. Every time he talks about, aside from not being able to play in the amazing ball pit,
Yeah.
he had like all these toys, but like he
That
as he
was-
describes it, he appreciated and respected all of them.
It's also weird how he turned out so racist.
Yeah.
No, so like Stretch Armstrong was great, but the problem is over time he's gonna die no matter what. He basically has an expiration date,
Yeah, that
and
makes
so like
sense.
if you let him sit in a closet for too long, then like
Oh, really?
you're like, hey, Stretch
he just doesn't
Armstrong, there
harden
he
up?
is, buddy. You want to play? And then you go like this. You go, here we go, and then his arm just pops. Like there's no stretch. Like all the stuff inside has just given way, and all the rubber is super weak and cheap. So his arm just pops off, and it's like. Well, at least I have Vac Man.
Oh man, that's.
You know what? That story actually helps because it makes me know that even if I got my knockoff Stretch Armstrong, our time together would have been limited.
You would have gotten maybe like a month out of that Stretch
Okay.
Armstrong, and
Well,
quickly realized that there's nothing to do with him.
Yeah,
If it
you
makes
stretch
it-
him, he goes back.
If it makes you feel any better, I never got a Stretch Armstrong.
Oh,
and I
no.
wanted a Stretch Armstrong.
Technically, I didn't either.
But also, for some reason, as a child, I was able to understand that Stretch Armstrong was not going to be a good toy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I
whenever I saw this, the commercials, I was like, "That's cool," but I don't think I could play with him for more than about 5 minutes. That was
Man,
what,
you were a wise child.
I was gonna say you were also 22 at the time.
no. This is something that I
Bruce is the reason
sadly
Imagination
did a
Station
lot
was
when I
shut
was
down.
when I was a child. Was like I thought about how long I could play with something,
Yeah.
and be like, I don't think I could play with that for very
Call
long.
that a cost-benefit analysis.
That's exactly what it was. It was a cost-benefit analysis on. And so what I used to do is I used to beg my parents to get me things that were practical. So like I would.
Pants.
I want a tire iron.
Give me a savings account.
I hated clothes. No, but I was always like, don't. This is what I used to say to my parents. I'd be like,
Don't give me candy.
don't buy me anything that's small. So don't waste your money on like $20 gifts or $30 gifts. So like one year I was like, don't get me a birthday present or a Christmas present. Instead, for Christmas, buy me a drum set.
Okay.
nice.
And they bought me a drum
Good for
set.
you.
And I played the fuck out of it. And I obviously I've been playing drums for 20 years. So that's one of those things that like instead of me getting a Stretch Armstrong or Floam or GAC or whatever, then I could get a drum set, and then that could like it could be a skill that I could use.
Wow.
Nice.
That's what I used.
for you.
That's what I used to do. I'm not saying it was a good thing. I mean,
No, I mean it clearly was,
Right,
right? Because otherwise you would end up with some sort of shit like Stretch Armstrong.
How did you,
that didn't work.
how
got a
did you
drum
drum as a child, though? Were your parents just cool with that in the house?
Yeah, they was really nice of them. We had it in my bedroom, and I remember like I played for like 6 months or so. I practiced like 2-3 times a week, and they were like, "Okay, we bought you drum lessons," because they didn't
this
want me to
somewhere
play,
else.
and so
Yeah.
and I
Well,
moved
it's
it.
still really cool, though.
No, absolutely. yeah.
Because your parents like gave you time, they saw that you were sticking with it, and they're like, okay, let's invest in that.
Exactly, and I moved my drum set to the church that I went to, and I was able to play there.
Oh man, drumming
Yes.
for the Lord.
I was drumming for the Lord.
Oh,
and
shit.
also, I mean, like, but I could go and play on my own, and that's where like whatever. It was just one of those things that I
God
could.
loves percussion.
I go, hey, that's true, absolutely.
The original music was percussion.
Yeah,
Oh
it
wait,
was.
prostitution.
You know, there is something percussive about prostitution as well.
No, that's a good point.
It's very rhythmic.
Do we have to do the first ad read?
Yeah, we do.
Can we eat
Can
KitKats?
we
Yeah,
get back to
bust
talking
them
about toys?
I kind of want to stretch this out. I want you guys salivating.
Like Stretch Armstrong? My arm might pop.
Salivating like the indie developers Dark Rift
Oh.
are making a tower defense game in conjunction with Lenovo and their Y series computers and the Lenovo Game State program.
Yes.
So we've been talking about this on the podcast for a number of months now. But just in case you guys are unaware of what Game State is all about, essentially it's a new twist on early access, I guess you could say. Essentially, you get to watch Dark Rift build this game from the ground up, and at certain milestones, they will take community input about what they'll put in the game. They just finished up Mission 3, and now we're moving on to Mission 4, which is called Rain Down Her Wrath. Gwen is a vengeance-ridden tribal-killing Grand Marshal.
wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Bazing! But so the whole point of this milestone is basically you get to pick from a number of ultimate abilities that she'll get, and then also write a killer catchphrase for her to say as she doles out the move.
Wow.
So let's see here. Or you know what? You can even upload a voice sample if you feel like segueing into a VO career.
And what, as a female?
Shriek at the top of your lungs. Oh, hey, maybe she's just a husky voiced lady.
Okay.
There's some deep throated women out there. Speaking of prostitution.
All right. That's enough.
Hey now, hey. I don't know. What's you guys have any good battle cries ready in the old noggin?
Catchphrases?
Sit on it!
Good.
Fear my bounce!
Suck my ass. Well, that's James.
Honey, we need to talk.
Oh, that's fuck
That's
me.
her catchphrase.
Ouch.
Sends men screaming.
Oh, no, I don't want to.
It's real talk time. So
I want a kid.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what'd be a good idea? A third cat.
Oh, God.
He's
It's
channeling.
funny because, yeah, it's too fast and too natural to just be purely imagination.
We're playing Hotline, man.
So they ask that once you have submitted your VO sample or your catchphrase to GameState.com, you can share on social media using the hashtag GameState, and that's on Twitter or Facebook. So once the mission is complete, oh boy, this is what they say. Gamer Maven Michelle Morrow will recite the winning catchphrase and give you a shout out.
All right.
So if you want Michelle Morrow to say your name out loud and probably not gag, that is your chance. I'm just I'm just imagining
I'm confused.
I'm imagining like a dude in his room with Michelle Morrow pictures on every wall. He's like, I just want to hear her say my name. I just want to hear the choir of angels open up. Except if it happened in real life, it'd be at a celebration station, and she would say "ew" and then hit him with pepper spray.
Doesn't
And she
exist
would
anymore.
slide down the zip line.
Yeah.
They had zip lines?
Yeah, there's a zip line.
Sorry, ma'am, you're too old. I'm Michelle Morrow. Oh, sorry. So head to LenovoGameState.com right now to take on Mission 4 Rain Down Her Wrath. And you can just check the link in the description. Sorry, I said GameState.com before. It's LenovoGameState.com. Or just check the link in the description, and you can get your own catchphrase in the game.
Josh Flanagan's on the phone, and
Oh.
he wants to be on the podcast.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Hey, Josh.
Hold on, Josh. Let me put
Do we have
you
to finish
on.
the ad read
Aren't you
first?
busy making
done.
things?
Put you on speaker.
Hey, Josh. What's your favorite birthday memory?
You're
you're on- you're on the air.
You're live right now,
Right,
Josh.
live on Dude Soup, sir.
This never happens. Oh my god.
Dreams do come true.
All right, Josh. What do you want?
I need y'all to get naked for something, but I'll wait till your podcast is done.
Why?
True request. So,
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we'll probably do it, Josh.
mean, we
We're
can
just-
do it now,
Yeah, we could do
but-
it.
yeah, we just strip down now on the podcast, and I'll just use that footage. That's fine.
Okay.
Is this gonna not go in Laser Team again?
Yep, this is.
You can punch people.
Laser Team 2, we're about to film right now.
Wow, Laser Team 2, we got the exclusive right here on Dude Soup.
We're gonna be
Laser Team.
nude. All right. Yeah, Josh. Don't worry. We'll do that for you. That's no problem.
Okay, call me back when y'all are done casting all over each other's pods.
Love
All
you.
right.
Laser Team 2, Laser
All
Cox.
right, love you guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye, buddy.
All right. Sorry.
That's going to be a great movie.
Laser Team 2.
Yeah.
Special guest.
Did he say what we need to get naked for? Or is it just like
No,
You put Josh in the tags now.
I'm sure it'll be for something like, Buff Buddies related or
he's
something.
he's working on something.
Laser
now.
Team 2, an actual penis. You can't put the posters up anywhere, but it's going to be a great movie.
I want us to make Laser Team 2, but it'd be super meta. Like a bunch of, it's like Hotline Miami 2. A bunch of guys watch Laser Team and get inspired by it.
And they go out and
to
try to do Laser
cosplay.
Team, except they end up
Yeah.
murdering a lot of people. And it has a soundtrack by Mitch Murder.
It's dark.
I want to play Michael.
But did Mitch Murder do
That was
this
a good
game?
impression
No.
of Michael.
Oh.
Sorry.
Keep
Nope.
smashing him.
Why does it sound like Sonic the Hedgehog?
Moon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Okay.
that's a good idea. We should try and get Michael to be the new voice of
Do
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh shit, that is a good
Yeah.
idea. Fuck, he's
I'm gonna rage quit.
edgy and like
All over
young.
your face.
Yeah. Man. We
Michael,
nothing but good
Michael
ideas.
Jones is the new voice. Hashtag Michael Jones is
Hashtag
Sonic.
Michael Jones is
Hashtag
Sonic.
Michael Jones as Sonic.
I want to see
Michael does love chili dogs.
I
was
love
about to say.
chili dogs.
I want to see Mike Jones eat a chili dog without
Mike
chewing.
Jones.
Wow, you call him Mike Jones? Are we
guess.
allowed to call him Mike?
No,
I do.
absolutely not. He
feel
told
like
me
that-
specifically, never call him Mike.
Oh,
Oops,
okay.
I
That
did.
should be his actor name.
Well, he can
Oh,
fucking
actually.
take it up with me. I have a high pain threshold. I'm pretty sure I can take whatever he can dish out.
You're challenging Mike Jones to a fight right now?
No.
Voice of Sonic the Hedgehog?
I'm just saying, if he has a problem with me calling him Mike Jones, he can take it up with me. That's all.
I mean, he probably will. You're going to Austin in one day.
Oh.
See you there.
Whoa. So how do you guys celebrate birthdays now? Because I
You were
got
there. You saw it.
I know. We had drinks with
no
him.
for like an hour and a half.
Well,
That's it?
This is my rule, at least with birthdays. I say you're allowed to do something and like whatever.
Leave it
If you want to, I got him. If you want to do something fun, like I'm down for that. I don't like surprises. Because what I don't like is people being like, you're gonna like it, because I'm like, you're not gonna like my reaction.
It's because we surprised Adam last year.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I made
crazy
Adam a
enough.
video for his birthday.
That was-
It was really good.
Birthday
I
video.
loved the video. I thought the video was fantastic. I thought that was a nice thing. But I just like smaller things. Like I loved what we did this Saturday. Like Jess took me to Universal Studios and Harry Potter Land was open and it wasn't supposed to be. And that was just like that was a pleasant surprise for both of us. We're like, that's cool. But we went there for Simpsons Land because we both like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And that was like a nice little thing. And then she was like, and we're gonna meet at a bar later. I'm gonna let them know whenever we're free, and they're gonna join if they can or whatever. And I was like, perfect. I love that because it's like, come if you want, don't if you don't want to, like Joel.
He had friends in town
Joel's not
that
even listening.
aren't always in town or something.
Joel,
What?
why weren't you at Adam's birthday?
He told
I
me.
went to the Broad Museum to look at contemporary art like a real cultured asshole.
See, I didn't go.
At 9 p.m.?
My tickets went until 8, then I went out to dinner with my friends who have a baby, but their parents were in town, so they were taking care of the baby, so they could go out late night.
Oh my
So
gosh.
you chose friends who made an active decision to ruin their social life by having a baby, and you picked them because you felt
You
sympathy
could have
for
had
them?
drinks with us in Culver City.
It's okay. I'll go to Joel's wedding.
Joel doesn't. He's not invited any of us to his wedding, by the way.
No one's
That's
invited
true.
to my wedding,
Yeah.
first of all.
Just so you're aware.
I'm gonna make Joel a video for his wedding. He's gonna like it.
Second, after my sweet art and dinner night, you know who I went to go see? Was
Who?
because I was already downtown. It was 11 o'clock. I
Can't
went
wait
to go
to hear.
see Red Mario Herrera's birthday party, and you know who was there?
What about Adam?
A lot of our sweet. I see Adam every. I'm sick of Adam. He's the worst.
But
Look at him playing this game.
He-
Look at his grumpy face.
You know, he only turns 31 once in his entire life. You realize that, right?
Patton Oswalt had this whole list of birthdays that you're allowed to celebrate, and 31 is not one of them.
Well,
Well, Patton Oswalt
Yeah.
says it. He does it too. Here, so I actually genuinely like Patton Oswalt.
so do I.
But people like love him and worship him.
Yeah.
He's
They
been
do?
in some of the
do.
shittiest shit
They do.
Oh, boy.
that's ever shitted.
Well, he'll do anything.
He'll do anything.
Yeah.
He's been in fucking 2.5 Men,
Yeah.
King of Queens.
Oh.
Like he's been in so much
If someone
shit.
paid you $50,000 to show up for
Yeah.
one afternoon,
I would
you
totally. Do
I know, but I'm just saying, like these are like when you look at his resume, it's not that good.
No, no,
But he
it's
actually
also-
has good. When he just does his own thing, it's good.
Yeah.
He was good in Veep.
He was good in Veep.
He's good in Veep. I mean, he's
he
good.
grabbed
In,
Jonah's balls.
wasn't he in Parks and Rec?
He, he did the.
Yeah, he did his Star Wars.
Yeah,
Star
he's good
Wars.
in
filibuster.
Agents of Shield. He's
yeah,
good in
okay.
Agents of Shield. I mean, like you know, he'll do anything.
He's a
He
busy
does a
boy.
lot.
He'll literally do anything.
He does a
Laser
lot.
Team 2?
Laser Team 2. He'll do
Laser
Laser
Team?
Team 2.
Patton, we're gonna need to see your penis. Oh, it's already.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah,
It's already out.
no,
Wow.
he doesn't have any pants on.
How did you know that was? Oh, you didn't. You just do that. Okay. I just realized that having Joel source Patton Oswalt as a validation of his decision making is probably good that he didn't
That's
show
fine.
up to the party.
Well, because he would have just told me the whole time, and all of us, that like I wasn't allowed to celebrate this birthday. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fine.
With my buddy
I wasn't
Patton,
allowed.
The
my
place-
good friend Patton Oswalt.
I really like the place. we
Said
went to,
no.
though.
No, I
They had
like
good
the
drinks.
place. The alley, right?
Yeah.
That was really
There's
cool.
the only problem is that they have a classy drink menu, like a bunch of novelty names for their drinks.
Right.
And I was like, which one am I gonna get? Oh, look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. I was like, oh, I know which one I'm gonna get. And Elise goes, it's the Gatsby, isn't it?
Well, it's
I
because
went-
you like Gatsby.
Yeah. She's like, it's cause you like Gatsby.
You like-
I was like, I don't think I'm Gatsby.
They had the same
Not yet.
argument.
I don't think I'm Gatsby.
It was a very short argument.
Gatsby's the coolest stalker of all time. I like
true.
Gatsby.
I
He's a
don't
rich
like-
motherfucker.
I don't like Gatsby.
Gatsby's
I
fucking
know you
awesome.
don't
Shut
like
up.
I just.
If you were in love, you'd
Greatest
buy a house
American
across the pond
novel
from
ever
your
written, and Adam hates it.
That's the confusing part where he's like, I was in love with this woman, so I went to war. And when I came back, I became rich, so she loved me. Like, how do you just get rich? What do you do?
Well, he's
Like,
That's
a
what a
smart
major
guy.
part of the movie
They
is.
explain it. They explain it.
how do you get smart? What do you get smart doing?
Also,
He
it's a
didn't
book.
get smart
how'd he
doing
get rich?
anything.
Sorry.
He basically, so what he did was he went to war, right?
Yeah.
And then he knew that he wouldn't ever be able to be with her unless he was rich, like high society dude. And so he got in good, kind of out of luck, got in good with this rich guy. And then when the guy died, he was basically gonna set himself up as the benefactor. And then when the guy died, he got screwed out of all the money by the guy's family. So he was like, fuck it. And so he basically went into the criminal underworld and pulled a Scarface. It's the same way as Scarface got rich. And so he just got rich on criminal stuff, but made it seem as though he was just kind of like
They just
nouveau riche.
They didn't show it in the movie.
I was
that he
gonna say, I
he
don't
was a
remember
criminal.
any of that
He-
in
they,
Moulin
they basically
Rouge.
they sort of like they intimate that that's what he did. They just don't show that they don't show him being a bad guy.
Yeah, because he doesn't actually do any of it. He just
He's like
is-
a mob boss.
He's just basically
Oh.
like, I mean, yeah, kind of. He's just invested in black market. He does like
all illegal.
prohibition era alcohol distribution and stuff like that.
Well,
He's
they
like
talk
Nucky
about that in
Thompson.
the movie.
They did.
They do.
Very
I don't
briefly.
remember any of it. It's just all the Jack White songs.
Read the book. Cool book.
Cool book. I don't like the Jack White songs in that book.
I do like the Jack White songs. They're good.
You just said it.
Anyway,
It's a good
I drank.
soundtrack.
I bought a drink called it was called a Gatsby,
Gatsby,
but then I evened it out by buying a drink because it was called the Hemingway, which was actually pretty delicious.
Yeah. I mean, we knows how to drink.
Yeah.
What a
Then we,
sad
then we made a
fucker.
bunch of suicide jokes.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
then
God.
we were like, oh, this is delicious. Boom!
I'm definitely going.
It blows my mind.
I'm definitely going back to the alley.
Yeah,
I
so
like
if you
that.
guys want to find us,
Well, and then
Yeah, on any given
so
look in the alley.
this was one of the. This happens rarely, but the guy who worked there was like, "Hey, big fan," and we're like, "Whoa, cool!"
yeah, that's right.
Because you recognize
Me.
Bruce, yeah.
Yeah, he
and,
gave it to me.
And he go. I think at one point he's like, "I got you,"
Yeah, he's all, I'll take care of you.
and we're like, "Cool."
Oh, you guys are giving him a goofy voice now.
No, he's, I mean, like,
it was loud. You
Your
couldn't
goofy
really
voice.
hear.
now.
Over the,
Your goof voice.
We goofy voice everybody.
That's
Yeah,
true.
sure.
That is
Well,
true.
it's funny because Bruce had interacted with Bruce, but he didn't he just came up to me.
Did he say hi?
He wasn't like, oh, hey, I know who you are, right? Like I don't ever expect anyone to recognize
Right,
me,
yeah.
right? Unless they explicitly state, I recognize you from this.
Yeah.
And so he just came up to me and he just goes up next to me. He's like, I'm like, hello, stranger. And then he goes, so what is Adam like? And I was like, who? I was like, Adam. He's like, Adam. What does he drink? And I go, I said to him, my Adam,
that's cute.
because I was like, I don't know who you're talking about.
yeah.
And he was like, yeah, Adam Kovic, over you there. And I was like, oh,
Got it.
okay,
He
he
knows
must
his name now.
he
Okay.
must know or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a funny weird thing where I was like,
Did he ever take care of you?
No. Well, yeah, he brought a cake out at some point after
it's
we
true.
already.
That was your cake, though.
no.
no. So
there was a fudge cake.
Oh, you left.
A delicious.
Oh, another
a
cake.
delicious
You
fudge
were-
pudding cake.
I was not there for the cake.
You were
Well-
gone for the cake, but we bought a giant donut from Simpsons Land, and we ate that. And then later he goes, "I'll take care of you." And then he came by, and goes, "Any more drinks?" I go, "Are they free?" And he goes, "Let me go see what I can do." And he brought out a cake, and I was like, "Ah, good enough."
Well,
That's
so
nice. Hey, perks.
no one deserves free things.
Hell no!
We certainly don't.
he,
When someone says, "I'll take care of you," it's like
It sounds like we're gonna get free drinks all.
I'm always like, "What does that mean?" Like, what
Yeah.
are you gonna like? I don't know. It set my expectations up, and that was a little disappointing.
Regardless, he was a very nice man.
Very nice.
Everyone
I
at that,
believe it
everyone
was-
working there was really nice.
They were. I believe his name was Julian. And also, if you know who we are, if you're fans of what we do, come up and say you're a fan of us.
Yeah.
Say, I love Funhaus. I watch Funhaus because like he came up to me and was like, and he did the same thing. He's kind of like,
what's up, bro?
yeah.
and I was
Hey.
like, hi,
Yeah.
hi, because I mean, like I always assume that that he thinks like I'm his friend from high school
Or
right?
something,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
You know, like so, and he was like, and then finally he said,
He's like, "It's you,
I watch
Keenan Ivory
Funhaus. I love
Wayans."
Funhaus. I was like, oh, cool, yeah, we're all
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like we're all here, and like, come say hi. I was like, go say hi to James and Adam. Like,
Leave me alone.
He did. He just didn't explain it.
yeah, that he knew you.
But,
right.
but then eventually, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it.
So I know, like it does. If you ever see us, please come up to us and say hello and tell us you watch, because that always makes me excited.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
happy. Always, every time.
So I think we actually got a little shortchanged. Maybe. Essentially, there was that party next to us was being especially loud and obnoxious. But and it was awesome too because we actually got to see the full arc of a drunken party while we were there.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
They were loud and rambunctious for about 30 minutes. And then, like, there was a girl sitting on a dude's lap, and they disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
And then they came back, and she would not look at him anymore.
Oh no!
And like it was
Well, that
really
took a
fun.
turn.
Yeah, right. It did. It was really fun to see that social dynamic kind of play out. And by the time we left, they were all just kind of falling asleep in the corner, and like half of them had already peaced
Cool.
out.
I remember though when they brought out like all those shots.
Yeah.
They had the bartender. Like, sit down with us, and he's
yeah.
just like I gotta get back
Well,
to work.
I know.
I got tips to make.
I was told by I guess Julian that is like, hey, sorry I couldn't do more. These guys have been angling for free shit all night.
Oh.
So and even when they brought out the cake, they were like, oh yeah, it's our cake, it's her birthday. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I even punched the mic. That's how I said it.
They
Like
were so
apparently
drunk.
they were trying to scoop Adam's cake out of everything. So
Dicks.
yeah, right.
That's my cake. My second
we
cake.
did, yeah, that's my.
That's my second cake.
Adam had a Simpsons donut cake that was delicious. I mean, it
good.
was just one giant donut, but he cut it into slices, so it was like pizza donut cake.
I had donuts all day. I'd never been, Randy's Donuts. So in Iron Man 2, when he goes in the donut, that's kind of by my apartment. I'm moving soon, but I drive
can't
by it.
find
Well, I drive by it. Oh no, I'm saying drive by it almost every day, and I'm like, I've never been here, and it's a landmark. And so in that morning, we waited in line and got donuts, and I got some crullers.
How were the
tastes
donuts?
So good.
Oh, okay.
Man, cruller donuts are my favorite. It's like eating a cloud. But donuts are bad for you.
I
so
like
don't eat them
eating
all the time.
crullers because it makes me feel like I'm eating a Nazi general.
I always thought it was Cruller.
I thought it was colored.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just read it as I read it.
yeah, it's
I
definitely
didn't want
cruller.
to say anything, so I don't want to make Adam feel bad about himself.
James, you and I need to let Elise interrupting the show.
Elise.
I just call it
Controller.
butthole cake.
It does taste like butthole.
Yeah, it's good shit. Haha.
Wait, hold on. Is it time for the next ad read?
Yeah. Speaking of erstwhile snacks, this podcast is also sponsored by KitKat.
Yeah.
And I've been saving this box. Let's rip this bad boy open.
We should confess that there was a second box
That we already ate.
that we
Oh,
had
that's
to
gone.
put this box aside.
It's already been destroyed by the wonderful, delicious,
Give one to
crispy chocolate
Feed it
wafers
to
of
him while he
KitKat bar.
plays Hotline Miami.
yeah.
I would eat one, but I have to go get CT scanned after this. So
Oh,
they
yeah, that's
don't
right. You have surgery.
They won't let me eat.
We'll
But,
eat them for you.
You know what? I'll enjoy watching you guys eat it.
We will eat them
enjoy.
for you.
Do the
So-
ad read.
KitKat is a
Go
wonderful.
back here, Lawrence.
What?
Oh, yeah, give one to Joel, too.
See if I can just
He's
like
not.
a frisbee. Good catch. Damn.
I got the whole thing on now.
Nice job. Yeah, KitKats are a nice treat to have every so often. They suggest that you go to 7-Eleven, pick you up a nice cup of coffee, a little KitKat, you're good for the evening.
It's real good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good gamey snack, that's for sure. I don't know. Well, we typically like to stress health, so good every once in a while. Give yourself a little treat, but don't make a habit out of it.
You know what we usually do is before a gameplay, we'll open up a KitKat and we snap off each piece. Wait, what is it? Break me off.
Yeah.
We break off a piece and we each get an individual bar
It's
before
a shareable
the gameplay.
shareable treat.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's almost like it's designed that way. So yeah, if you're in the market for a little pick-me-up in the afternoon, or you want something to tide you over during an extended gaming session, I've been getting into Street Fighter, and let me tell you, when you get wrecked in a match, you just want to rage eat a little
I
bit.
watched you.
Oh yeah?
I watched you.
Fuck me. I'm getting a little mad.
Salty Lauren.
Trying to learn the buttons, man. They're new buttons. The buttons are all different now. It's a different buttons. But yeah, if you when you start getting mad at the internet for some asshole who just keeps jumping on you, just reach over.
Lawrence is
Your
falling
cup on
apart.
the table. Just reach over, take a big old chomp out of that KitKat. You feel a lot better. Take a swig off that coffee. Get even more excited and angry.
They're good for dipping.
Yeah. No, I didn't even think about that. Good
What?
moves.
You didn't think about that?
No, I didn't.
You're crazy.
This is why we collaborate. Good ideas. Good ideas from the cloud. So thank you, KitKat, for sponsoring this podcast and making a delicious chocolatey treat.
Real good.
I was gonna say we do stress, like you were saying, we do stress health and fitness.
No, but, I
But
mean, you
also,
can have,
I was gonna say we also
treats.
express moderation.
yeah, you can have little treats and every
And
now and
portion
then.
control.
I always say James has the biggest sweet tooth out of all of us.
That's true.
There's my burden. I will say, I think
His eyes looked really beautiful when he said that.
I think KitKats only have like 210 calories for an entire
Really?
4-bar
It's true.
thing.
Yep.
Which,
Not bad.
I mean, that's not too terrible.
That's not bad at all.
No, there's worse. That's for sure. So just continuing on the subject of birthdays, let's talk about me now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. It's more like the older I get, the more I realize that out of all the days on the planet, that's when you should be able to do what you want to do, instead of like kind of. I've always felt like I empathize with
when Ricky would take a day off for his birthday?
Oh yeah, maybe not that.
I
I mean, I guess if you're gonna take
we
a day
mock
off,
that openly.
We always mock it, but it's fine. I mean, like, he can do whatever he wants. I always thought it was funny.
I to me that is what 19-year-olds and women do.
Wow,
Just
an interesting cross section of people.
I'm just saying from Jess's
So many billions of people.
Yeah,
Making us, by the way, in the minority. More than half of the people do this. What a bunch of weirdos.
I'm just saying
Go on.
I in my
Nailed
adult,
it.
in my adult life I was trying not to be sexist. It was
Whoa,
it turned
wow.
out to be
trying
funny.
so hard.
That's
Don't
what
say
I'm
women.
trying-
Don't say women.
South.
Women. Damn it.
I'm digging myself into a hole. But no, I'm just saying in my line of profession, I guess, as I've gotten older, it was always like, hey, I want to take my birthday off. And they're like, do you want a job? And you're
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's
shit,
weird.
I'm an adult now. I should probably go to work,
It's weird. Like, like if your birthday's on a Wednesday,
Just don't say it's your birthday. Just say I'm taking the day off.
I guess.
well, don't do that. That's weird too. Because if you take a Wednesday off in the middle of the week, someone's gonna figure out your birthday. I promise.
And there's pictures of you on Twitter going
Yeah.
down roller coaster.
By yourself.
The banner that says happy birthday.
A little hat on. Yeah.
Just celebrate on the weekend. You know, like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't take a day off, but at the same time, it's kind of ridiculous.
I'm
Bruce is
the
a
I'm the
Grinch.
combination of mature,
I'm kind of
immature, where I basically every year when my birthday's coming around, I go, oh, let's see what day it falls on to see if it falls near the weekend.
Yep.
I don't know what it is.
Friday birthday would be ideal, I guess.
Right.
Saturday birthday's pretty good though too.
Yeah, that's true.
Sunday sucks.
I'll be honest. I forgot it was my birthday that week.
No.
And yours was on a
So
Saturday.
selfless. So
Yeah.
selfless.
Well, no. I've gotten to the age where I'm like,
He was too busy volunteering at the orphanage to remember that it was his birthday. These kids are sick. I can't rest
you
yet.
know, I think I was playing Overwatch and I was perfectly happy. I was like,
What with sick kids, right?
no, just by myself. I was being quite greedy. Nice.
Good move.
That was fun. This game's awesome.
Kill the guy behind the desk.
No, I just you get to a certain age where like
Kill him?
I'm out of stuff to look forward to. I hit that part where it's like after 25 you can't rent. You know, you can
Adam's
rent a
too
car.
rich?
Rich? No. I'm saying like now I'm starting to fear death. Like I'm at that part now where I'm like, well, now it's downhill. Like I need to start.
Already?
Well, yeah. Like
Oh, fuck me.
you gotta. Well, yeah. So like now I'm just trying to think like okay, I need to probably be a little healthier and like go to the gym more.
You're
and,
really
like,
healthy.
Have you seen the fan art of you?
Yeah.
You're a mountain.
from Cal, yeah.
Yeah, you're really healthy.
Well, I started doing that because I've always felt like an old man. So I was like, okay, I'll be healthier now.
Yeah. It's like the best shape of your life, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
But that's
there you
also
go.
because I fear
So,
death.
What Adam? So I think what
Always running
Adam's
from the Reaper.
touching on is
Gets you in
that
great
some
shape.
people like, oh, looking forward to my birthday, my birthday, my birthday, my birthday. It's just a day. Think about your life. Think about your life in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
We're too old. We've had too many birthdays to still be excited and fixated on one day. Think about the events surrounding it. Take that time to go like, look at my life now. Do I like where I live? Do I like who I'm with? Do I like what I do? This is just a reminder to take a moment and just kind of do that.
I guess also I often forget I'm very fortunate. I have a job I really like. I have a fun life. I like when I go home. Like I like everything right now. So it's like a birthday. I'm just like it's just another day. It's great. I am very spoiled that I have this super cool job, and I often forget that. So I'm sorry.
Who are you apologizing
Yeah,
to?
you don't need to apologize.
Someone who's like I clean shit for a living.
You
I'm like, I'm
apologizing to
sorry.
yourself? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's your
You know,
guilt.
I get scared of getting old, and then I remember not everyone gets to get old.
Like
There you
Kurt
go.
Cobain
Benjamin Buttons.
and Benjamin Buttons.
Some
No,
people
he got
reverse age.
young.
Well, but he started old.
Yeah, he started old, got young.
But then he
missed
died in
out on-
Katrina.
He missed out on his golden years. Why didn't? Okay. How come at the end of Benjamin Button, he wasn't a big baby,
Like a man-sized baby.
like a man-sized baby?
Wait, wasn't he?
No, he turned into an actual baby.
Well, he turned into an actual baby.
That doesn't make sense.
'Cause he
Because he came out as a baby-sized old man.
Oh, so he should have came out as a
he
large.
should have just been an old man or a baby. But it was really big.
That's impossible, though. There's no way that a woman could have given birth to an old man.
No, that she did.
No, but a large old man.
I
A
know.
full-size old man.
I know. So he's born as a baby old man.
Right.
Get it.
So then,
Got it.
then he should be a large
So then
baby.
he grows up to being an adult, right? In middle of the years, he crosses a path. This
Yeah.
is like whatever he is. And then when he's an old man, he shouldn't shrink back to a baby
You're right.
again.
No, you're right.
He should just be a
baby.
really large
Yeah,
baby.
he should be a large baby. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Benjamin Button sucks.
It sucks for other reasons.
It's also 3 hours long.
and
really
nothing
long.
happens.
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
a lot
I-
happens. There's like one point. The movie's also paced really weird because it's like,
Well, it's because he's young and then old again, or old.
well,
and
he's
then young.
old at the
I'm sorry,
beginning,
old,
and
young.
there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then he's like young for like 2 minutes, kind of towards the end. There's one scene where he's like, "I'm young. We could have sex now if you wanted. You're kind of older than me, looks wise, but it doesn't really matter. I still kind of like you." And then that's it. They're like, "All right, passing romance." She's like, "Now I'm gonna raise you until you die."
I was gonna say, what does he die of?
He dies of old age
Yeah, but as a
as
baby.
a baby.
I don't like this movie at all.
Speaking of dying too young, Bruce,
Uh huh.
Uh-oh.
I thought you needed to know this.
Uh-oh.
Stone Temple Pilots are holding open auditions
For the lead singer?
for a lead singer.
You
You got it.
Remember Sarah Michelle Gellar was in that video. She's a sour girl.
Is it me? Is it you? I could do that.
Did Scott Stapp die or whatever?
Yep.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Scott Weiland died of a heroin overdose.
He did?
Oh,
Long
absolutely.
Yeah,
time ago,
man.
like
Oh.
months ago.
He's been addicted to heroin for literally 100 years.
Yeah,
the
I
guy's
know.
been addicted to heroin since he was a child.
He's a
Benjamin
testament.
Button.
He's a testament to all the bullshit, the propaganda about heroin.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, you put heroin in your arm once, you could just die." What happened to Scott Weiland?
Yeah,
he did it 1,000 times.
No, well, so he was like, it's actually really tragic. He was like back and forth on rehab.
Yeah.
And at one point he was clean, and everyone was like, this is it. Like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna finally be able to be a lead singer, and like, and then like, he hit hard. He hit bottom hard and then died.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. Don't do heroin, kids.
Well, Bruce, we need you to do a lot of heroin, and then get these audition tapes out there.
Man, I think I could do that.
The band actually put up like lyricless versions of their songs so people can karaoke their goddamn hearts out.
Well, what is it? Sex type thing? Oh man, I can sing
That's
the
you,
fuck
buddy.
out of that song.
That is you.
I don't like Stone Temple Pilots because I've heard them so many fucking times, but I can sing the shit out of their
Stone
songs.
Temple Pilots, they're a band. Okay, I like Stone Temple Pilots, but they don't have enough great songs that get a lot of play.
They used to.
Well, but I'm saying their entire resume just isn't like. They're kind of like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, except the Red Hot Chili Peppers have maybe 3 times the number of popular songs that Stone Temple Pilots did, but they were played almost the same amount.
I see what you're saying.
So, like, you know, it gets overplayed. Even Red Hot Chili Peppers gets overplayed, especially in Los Angeles.
I think there was a Gran Turismo that had a Stone Temple Pilots song on it, and it didn't have a track listing in the game. So it was just that. And I remember driving. I was driving some like. We got it. That's the one. That's the song.
Bruce for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sorry, Adam.
No, it's okay.
Heroin
I
twin.
just remember the DJ going. It's like, oh, that's some STP, and I was like, the fuck does that stand for?
Stone Temple Pilots, baby.
I used to think Richard Petty because I came from the South.
Oh yeah. You're like STP. That's oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was confused. I didn't know what Stone Temple Pilots was until 10 minutes ago when you guys told me.
When can I audition, Lawrence?
Now, right now.
Well, online or do I have to go somewhere?
No, they put up the track, so you just record yourself bellowing into a microphone and
That's it.
package it on up, send it in,
All you gotta do.
Nice.
and then
I might do that.
a month from now you'll be the new lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots.
I don't want to. Is there a way that I can replace the band with you guys,
Yes.
so that I don't have to tour with a bunch of old
Hold on,
men?
can I do hammer-ons and hammer-offs?
Yeah, but
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. That's easy.
Yeah, I can do it.
Adam, can you learn to play drums?
Sure, whatever.
And Lawrence, can you learn to play bass?
Yeah, I already know how to play bass.
There you go. All right. Then I guess we're the new Stone Temple Pilots.
We
Did
are.
it.
I think.
Oh,
Wait,
that
what?
guy
Got in there. Sneaked in behind you, just like a heroin needle. Zip.
Wouldn't
Gotcha.
that be weird though? Because it's like the Filipino guy that became the lead singer of Journey. Like
Yeah.
That
he
happened?
had, he had to party.
got the voice,
He has
but-
an amazing voice. He had to party with like 55 and 60-year-old men that have been
Yeah.
rock stars for a long time.
I
and
don't think they partied though.
they must have.
No, I think they were like, that's why they got a new lead singer. They were like, we want to keep getting these residual checks. We want to do a couple tours a year,
Yeah.
like UK. But I guarantee you, he after the first show was like, that was fucking amazing. That was fucking what now? What now? Waiting for that like 80s rock star
Yeah.
lifestyle, and they're like, no, we're going back to the hotel. I have to call my wife. Like, I have to
be in
talk to
bed
her.
by
It's getting
7.
late. So
Bed by seven.
My ulcer's acting up.
One of the band
Yeah.
members already getting a taco from Taco Bell, just staring at him.
Do you have your Centrum Silver? Because I need my Centrum Silver.
I gotta go ice my knees.
Come on, they must party a little bit.
no way.
No way, Journey.
Actually,
No way.
do you think that wouldn't it be really funny if you became the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots and then you immediately started partying with them and started doing heroin?
Yeah.
The irony.
The first night.
I know the first night.
You can't
Who's
even
got the heroin?
You can't even get through a song. You already got a needle in your
It's
arm.
like a record scratch and the party stops.
yeah.
You can be in our band, but no heroin. You're like, okay, I guess.
All right.
And then you open your pocket. Oh, I got heroin. Damn
I
it.
thought that was a joke.
Like, here's Scott Weiland's jeans. Here you go. And you're like, cool. And you find heroin inside of it.
There's like needles all over.
Wait,
Yeah.
do you mean like his DNA? His DNA is so riddled with heroin.
You sneeze and a needle rolls out of the pants sleeve.
Oh shit.
I don't know what that is. How that got there. The band is just like, oh, you.
High as fuck.
Man. Apparently he like was just garbage live too because he was just high as fuck.
It's because he was high as fuck all the
Couldn't
time.
see.
I mean,
Man, why can't we do that?
when
Let's
do
do another Dude Soup live and just get slobberingly drunk.
When do you think he lost his way?
You think people would like that?
When he
lose
did
his
heroin.
weight? I don't know, like probably like 15 years old.
But he must have been a good singer at one point. He was able to record songs.
Yeah,
think-
but
Being
listen,
a good singer has nothing to do
I know,
with
being-
your... Yeah.
being a good musician has no bearing on your ability to be sober.
Well, no, well, that's what I know that. But what I'm saying is, if he, I mean, like at some point he must have been a good performer, because he couldn't have been high as fuck for every show, right?
Right. It's like
I don't know. I mean, it works
Jim
with
Morrison thing,
But
right?
have you seen like you've seen their performances and stuff? What he does on stage is basically what a non-singing heroin addict does just around. Like
Itches himself blood.
Just get a homeless
just-
man off the street.
he's just shirtless, twisting and stuff.
must
That's
have
what
had-
heroin addicts do.
He must have
Homeless
had-
people are not doing heroin.
He made a career off of basically being high on
Yeah,
stage.
he must have been. Had
Yeah, he was blessed with a good voice. I'm sure he worked for it too, but like, I mean, he just kind of twists around like a monster.
Well, I was gonna say it's like the Jim Morrison thing. The first time he did it, he's all like sexily up there, and be like, "I'm high," and people are like, "Wow, it's so nice." And then like the 8th time, you're like,
All
"You're
right.
really tired of this shtick, and
this
he's
is
fat
re-
now."
It's really disgusting, and you're
Yeah.
also high as fuck.
yeah. Stop doing the sexy thing. Like you don't have abs.
Well, anyways, I'm going to audition.
Doesn't have those Iggy Pop
You should.
abs.
Absolutely going to
I
audition.
want Michael to be the new voice of Sonic.
Okay.
And then I want you to be the
New Scott Weiland?
New Scott Weiland.
Creed 2.
Only it gets mixed up, and then Michael ends up high on heroin.
Yeah.
I love
for
chili
sto-
dog.
and
But
you
doing
love chili
Sonic
dog.
still, yeah.
I am.
Sonic singing Stone Temple Pilots.
Tails, tighten the rope.
All right, yeah. Important question.
Whatever you call
He's talking
it.
about heroin. It's
Surgical
around his
tube,
arm.
yeah. Do you think
There's too many steps between it.
Do you think Sonic would be awesome at doing heroin?
Yeah,
He's probably on
Yeah,
heroin
he's-
all the time.
Sonic is great
No,
at doing
no.
Oh, it
everything.
slows you down.
heroin-
He's on
heroin-
speed.
yeah.
Well, but the
Get
thing
it?
is, he
Whoa! It happened. I knew that shit was gonna go down.
Already.
What fell?
The picture.
of Lawrence's picture fell off the wall. Uh-oh.
Fucking
Bad sign.
Man, Omar's editing too hard over there. That's what.
said yesterday that shit's gonna fall down.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
right.
Adam's like, no, it's bolted into the wall. Like, is it?
I think Omar, like I said, he's editing too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slamming
Slamming
on
those
his
keys
keyboard.
down.
Because he loves Scott Weiland. We're talking trash.
I know. It's like those motherfuckers. He's been fighting his heroin addiction for years.
Well, he's dead now.
That's what happens.
Hey, did we make it? We're done.
We made it.
All right.
Wow.
Made it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to end the podcast.
When the ceremonial picture falls off the wall, the podcast is over. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll be back next week. If you enjoyed this, please give us a nice little rating on whatever podcast service you happen to use. Hopefully, this shit's all fixed now.
Are we gonna get
We
on
didn't talk about- we
Spotify?
didn't
Someone,
talk
I saw
about-
someone ask about that.
Good question. No, well, maybe. Spotify's hand selecting podcasts because they're too good for submissions. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote to
really
them. We'll
interesting.
see what they say, but yeah, they're just piloting it out now, so they're probably creme de la creme, whatever. Mark Maron's
Are
gonna
we
get
creme
on
de
there
la
and
creme?
talk about how he met
Absolutely
Obama
not.
once. If Batman boloed up anybody, that would essentially be consent. Like the thugs would be running away, and they're like, "Oh God, it's Batman!" And they, like, stick out their legs.
This is like slowly part.
No, Batman, I have a wife. Oh, if you need to.
So if you get a chance,
I just want to get fucked by Batman.
Okay. I highly recommend watching a cartoon called World's Finest. Have you guys ever seen it?
I think you brought it up before.
If you're interested at all in the Batman versus Superman dynamic, it was like a 3-parter thing they did during the whole Bruce Timm series.